That was like the Dukes of Hazzard, but with the sound turned down. That was awesome.
It looks pretty good.
It's the Model 3, you'll notice, a bit shorter than the Model S. Brand new, of course.
Do I need rubber gloves or safety gear at all?
Well, actually there is a storm coming, so you might, but before that happens, here you go. Here's the key. That is literally the key.
That is a business card for a Tesla salesperson.
Yeah. Do you want to take it for a drive?
Sure.
Off you go.
Well, let's adjusted the mirrors, I think. Tesla, go.
I'm not going to be a Tesla salesperson, but I do need this business card. You need to put it down there. No, in front of the cup holder, or behind the cup holder. There.
And does it stay there?
Weirdly enough, no, it won't stay there. As soon as you go around the corner, it'll slide off. But actually, the thing is, what you need to do is have one of these. And you pair the card to your smartphone, and all of a sudden your smartphone is the key. But now you should have fully functioning Model 3 action.
Well, this is exciting actually. This is my first Tesla, so I have really no idea what to expect, but I'm a closet electric car fan actually, so I'm quite excited. By all accounts, this has got 450 horsepower, so although I'm in a slow speed zone, I'm quite keen. Whoa! That is quite quick. Oh well, there's the obligatory Tesla acceleration shot. I'm sort of feeling the surfaces. It all feels actually quite well put together. The entire thing is constructed or is upholstered in vegan leather. I think that's a really good use for vegans. One of the things Cam has sort of challenged me with is to try and find the hazard switch. Obviously there's no physical buttons in the car, so if I had to, you know, put an emergency signal on in traffic, I guess I'd go into menu, display, locks, oh, sport mode, standard steering. Let's put that into sport while I'm here. Am I missing something? That's very good. Well, I've got to say, I'm secretly pretty impressed with this. It is very much a sports car, and the level of performance you're getting for the price is very, very good. It handles pretty well, and it's ridiculously fast. So, you know, I guess as a petrol head, it's disappointingly good. So good, I'm reluctant to have to hand it back.
You were gone a while.
Hello from the future.
You obviously, well, I don't know, did you get stuck in traffic, or was this something that you actually enjoyed being in?
I think I love it.
Really?
I really do. I wouldn't have brought it back if I didn't have to pick you up.
Right. So from a driving point of view, you reckon this is actually worth a go?
Absolutely.
I've managed to wrangle this card, the all-important key card, out of Cameron's sticky little hands for an hour. Right, so drive. Yep. Let's go. Whoa. What does these buttons do? No idea. I'm sure they would work if you had spent some time getting inducted into how to use the vehicle, but I haven't. I'm just taking it as a punter who's managed to, I don't know, steal it for an hour. One hour, what are we going to do? Let's go for a drive down the motorway. Oh yeah, no denying the ability to accelerate. That's quick. I think it's a, what, 3.2 seconds to 100 Ks? That is very, very quick. So acceleration is its party trick, isn't it? I mean, wow, 120, 30, 40, whoa, fast, very fast acceleration. So yeah, a hell of a party trick, no denying the attraction of that. But outside of that, how does it handle dynamically? Well, we can't really find that out on a flat, straight piece of motorway like we're on now. We need to go find a twisty and turny and bumpy back road and see how the driving experience is there. It is very, very rapid, and it feels very sure-footed. It's kind of weird not having that engine, you know, to labour against or to hear, you know, to get some feedback from. But there's no denying that the speed is there. But I don't feel at all. Whoa! Sorry, I just gone so fast that the camera on the back has decided to go and look at the sky. I think I'd end up driving a Model 3 like this a bit faster than I would drive most other cars, simply because it's the speed that gives you the payback, you know. There's nothing else to give you the rewards of travelling. You're kind of a bit passive, and that could lead to a bit of feeling of, I don't know, it's a little bit sterile or you know, I don't know, you arrive somewhere, but have you really driven there? It's very cool, the Tesla Model 3. Very cool. It's almost, in some respects, cold, because it doesn't give you that kind of, well, it doesn't give me that kind of motoring type of, you know, engagement, shifting levers and pushing pedals and flapping paddles and things like that. But there's no denying, dynamically, it's unbelievably capable, fast, sure-footed, all those things that you'd like in a performance car. So, yeah, really good. Really enjoyed my time in the Model 3. Really enjoyed it. But now I've got to give it back to Cameron. Yes, yes, it's good. Yes, all right. All right. But it's still, I feel like I've been sterilised.
Well, Steve and Blue have both had a bit of a go in this Tesla Model 3, so it's only fair I have a little play as well. Truth be told, I've actually had this car for a couple of days now, so kind of got used to living with it. I think I'm not going to put words in Blue and Steve's mouths, but I get the feeling I know what their opinion of the car is. Actually, Steve has made it pretty clear already. I think he's at the tattooist getting a nice big Tesla logo on his shoulder. The weird thing is I'm kind of probably just behind him in the queue at the tattooist. I'm actually pretty impressed with this car. I'll get onto that in a minute. The thing is though, I've surprised myself because I'm not usually, well, let's say I've taken a sort of healthy, cynical approach to Tesla in the past. I do appreciate what these things are. I do appreciate that something had to change in the automotive industry, and you've got to say, Tesla really have, I hate using the phrase, but they have disrupted, haven't they? They've really made the big mainstream car companies realise that something needs to change. They need to keep up. There's a groundswell of interest in electric cars with a decent amount of range in the battery, of course, and Tesla have had that part of the market done and dusted since the first Model S arrived. This Tesla has a published 500 and something kilometre range, which is impressive. Generally speaking, and even Tesla themselves told me, people are getting more sort of towards the 460 kilometre range out of these things, thereabouts, which is, you know, that's a decent amount. Already this morning I've driven probably about 25 k's, 30 k's, and I've got a battery percentage indicator here on the screen, one of the million bits of information I can access, and it's gone down by 2%. So I had 72% when I left home this morning. I've now got 70% battery range left, and that's through, well, obviously it's a big battery, it's a powerful battery, a lot of regenerative braking as well, so every time you lift off the accelerator it's pushing power back into the battery. I sort of live in a rather hilly part of the city, so what I lose going up the hill I gain going down. For the Model 3, Tesla have eliminated every single button. Well, that's actually not entirely true. there are 2 buttons here on the steering wheel that allow you to do certain things. One's basically a volume control for the stereo, but you can use it as a toggle for certain functions within the system as well. But essentially everything is on this massive screen here, which is amazing. It is like having a big iPad Pro in the center of the car, and it's very intuitive. If you've used a tablet device before, there's no great secret in how to access what you need to access. Everything is in the screen, to the point where you've actually got to go into the screen to even deploy the windscreen wipers. Again, there's a little button I can see right there to do that, but you've still got to look away and kind of, rather than just grabbing your stalk in the traditional manner. It might be because, I mean, I've only had this car for 3 days, so I'm still finding out bits and pieces about it. I'm still exploring, but I do find this, it's quite a distraction to be looking at the screen the whole time. In fact, there's been instances where I've been trying to get my phone to do something, or get the system to do something with a podcast I'm listening to, or whatever it might be, and I realise I've probably been looking at the screen more than the road ahead. So there's an element to that I'm just not, it sort of gives you a bit of a pause for thought that, well, it is convenient, it's very cool, but there's a safety aspect to it as well. I think what I'd like to be is a Tesla owner that doesn't bandy it about. I think maybe the Model 3 is the car to do that. You already get the feeling. I was in the charging the supercharger at the Tesla building yesterday, topping up the battery, and there was a guy drove past in his Model X, and he kind of gave me a bit of a sideways glance, like, oh yeah, latecomer. I get the feeling there's a bit of a tribe within a tribe already forming. The Model 3 being sort of the tipping point where, I guess, if there's a mainstream model within Tesla's lineup, it's definitely this one. I wouldn't mind being part of that. That sounds pretty cool to me. I'd be quite happy to have a Model 3, but of course, as I say, I'd rather have a Model 3 in my 3-car garage with 2 other internal combustion engine cars alongside. Oh, and no, I still haven't found the hazard lights.